Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, my esteemed students and my dear students, to lesson number 3. This part will be the second part of it. So it's the second part of lesson 3. It has the title of vocabulary and the subtitle is Nouns and Adjectives ending with ing. Now let's do practice number D on our course books. Practice number D on page number 56 in unit 5. This practice says, look again at the text about Musa and Salsabil on page number 54 and complete these sentences. Number 1. Musa enjoys reading on, we have space, story with plenty of action. Number 2. He thinks these kinds of stories are easy to read and space. 3. He thinks that journeys by bus can be, also here we have another space. And finally number 4, Salsabil thinks that the characters in the book are more than the story. You can think of these 3 or 4 spaces, my students, and guess the answers yourselves. I think you can know the answers. Number 1, Musa enjoys reading an exciting story with plenty of action. 2, he thinks these kinds of stories are easy to read and relaxing. Bravo, my students. Number 3, he thinks that journeys by bus can be boring. And number 4, Salsabil thinks that the characters in a book are more interesting than the story. Here, as you have noticed, we have used the ing form. And here are the answers in front of you. Number 1, exciting. Number 2, relaxing. 3, boring. 4, interesting. Now let's do practice number B in our workbooks. Choose the correct word to complete the sentences. Here we have some words which end with ing and others which end in ed. Number 1, the news is surprised or surprising. Here the true answer is surprising. Number 2, when I asked for help, he seemed annoying. The best answer is number 1, annoyed. Number 3, you look tiring. Go to sleep. The correct answer is you look tired. Go to sleep. Number 4, this book is really frightening or frightened. Here the book is frightening, not frightened. The book is frightening. I am not sure if I like it. And 5, are you bored? Boring. Here, are you bored is the correct answer. Let's play cards. And number 6, he is interested or interesting in books about famous people. The right answer is he is interested in books about famous people. Here are the correct answers in front of us, my students. Number 1, surprising. 2, annoyed. 3, tired. Number 4, frightening. 5, bored. And number 6, interesting. Or interested, sorry. After that, let's do or move to number C. Number C says, complete the sentences with the correct form of the word in brackets. Sometimes you will need to make changes to the spelling of the word. Here we have to add ed or ing. Number 1. Chess is a very relaxed hobby. Here we can add ing. Chess is a very relaxing hobby. Number 2. My grandmother is always shocked by how much things cost. So, number 2, or in number 2, we can add ed. My mother is always shocked by how much things cost. Number 3, that book is really boring. That book is really boring. I don't know why you are reading it. Number 4, working for a long time without break is tired. Now, number 4, working for a long time without a break is tired. We can say working for a long time without a break is tiring. And number 5, she was excited to hear that she had got the job. She was excited to hear that she had got the job. And the 6th sentence, number 6, are you annoyed with me? Are you annoyed with me? This is the correct answer. Here we have to draw our attention to something. Sometimes if I want to add any suffix like ed or ing, we have to omit the e, like here bored in practice number 3. There is no need to put another e, so we can add just d. We can add just d if we want to, but here we add in practice number 3 ing. The book is really boring, so here we have to omit the e letter and put ing. In practice number 4 also, here we have e at the end of this word, so we omit e and put ing. In number 5 there is no need to add another e, so we put d, and the same thing is applied on number 6. Here are the answers: relaxing, shocked, boring, tiring, exciting, and annoyed. Now let's do practice number D. Complete each question with an adjective, ending with ing or ed. Then ask a partner your questions. When was the last time you felt space? Which is the most space book you have ever read or you have ever read? Number 3, have you ever felt space after watching a film? Number 4, what do you do when you feel we have space? Do you think that television is space? Which sport or hobby do you think is the most space? Let's fill in the spaces. Here we have some possible answers. When was the last time you felt bored? Number 2, which is the most frightening book you have ever read? 3, have you ever felt frightened after watching a film? Number 4, what do you do when you feel annoyed? 5, Do you think that television is interesting? 6. Which sport or hobby do you think is the most exciting? You can write these words in your books, my students, and after that let's move to practice number E. Now let's do practice number E. Read the information about adjectives. What does each adjective in the sentences in exercise number D on course book page number 56 describe? Adjectives ending with ing and ed. There are a lot of adjectives with end which end with ing. Examples: interesting, boring, exciting, confusing, tiring, frightening, surprising, shocking, and relaxing. These adjectives describe people or things that cause particular feelings. Examples: I thought the book was exciting. He is an interesting person. But here you have to draw our attention to this tip. Don't confuse these ing adjectives with adjectives with or ending with ed. E.g. here, interested, bored, excited, etc. Here, these adjectives say how people feel. How people feel. We don't use them to describe things. Examples: Samia felt confused, so she asked the question, I am bored, what shall we do?